The Lynette Brown Show. This be the Lynette Brown Show.
She's always ready and on time.
The Lynette Brown Show.
When you got something that's on your mind.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Where we always keep it real.
Good morning and welcome to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. Whew. I am the fiery diva, keeping their ways hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Got a nice show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not going to be able to do anything until we take this quick commercial break. But I will give you a hint. If you like planting, this is the show for you. Okay? And we've got Miss BJ here with us once again, ladies and gentlemen. She's with the Bread of Life right here on the LBS Gospel, which airs every Saturday morning at 6 a.m. So we're going to go into a quick commercial break. We'll be back right this. Don't
The show is brought to you in parts by Sheer Essence Multicultural Beauty Salon, specializing in hair care for today's professional woman. Give Robert Moore a call at 256-536-3681. Again, that number is 256-536-3681, or stop by 1020 Jordan Lane, Huntsville, Alabama. For the professional woman in you, allow Robert Moore to help you accentuate your beauty.
Hey folks, welcome to Hartselle, Alabama, right here at Eddie Pruitt Ford, where everyone knows Price sells cars. But we also know that Price sells parts and service. Springtime is a great time to make sure that your car is in top working order, and we're going to save you more money at Eddie Pruitt Ford than you can get anywhere in the service department. Or come for tires. We've got major brands on sale, great discounts, the best prices you'll find in North Alabama. Great tire sale, great service prices. Eddie Pruitt Ford, you come see us today.
This portion of the show is brought to you in part by Melonhead Fabrications. We specialize in all of your welding and fabrication needs. We build race cars, we build grills, anything dealing with metal, we can build it for you. Give us a call, 256-585-1756. Again, that number is 256-585-1756. That's Melonhead Fabrications, located at 2908 Pike Avenue, Huntsville, Alabama, right off of Sparkman Drive. Give Derek Jamar a call, 256-585-1756, or 256-682-4512. Melonhead Fabrications, where we're making all of your dreams come true.
Good morning and welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the fiery diva, keeping their waves hot on your favorite station. Want to let you guys know, have another soup kitchen coming up, and we're going to be in Lincoln Homes on Webster Street in Huntsville, Alabama. That is going to be August the 9th, and that is coming up. And we do that from 12 until 2. Again, we'll be in Lincoln Homes. So we're coming there. And if you know anybody that need a play, children, elderly, or disabled, hey, send them our way. Miss BJ, thank you so much for coming up once again and being a part of the LBS. We got so many rave reviews on last week's show.
Oh,
Choices.
good.
Oh goodness, people really enjoyed that show on
Very
Choices, you know, and that's what we try to do. We try to put the information out there. But we're going to talk a little bit about planting today.
You'll find out later why I'm laughing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you all don't know why she's laughing,
I'll wait till you hear this. All right.
but you'll find out soon enough. First of all, let's talk about preparing the soil.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss BJ.
Well, that's the thing. You you got to get the soil ready. And
Yes.
a lot of the things that Lynette and I talk about, we may be talking about planting, but, she's really one of these free thinkers, y'all. And it's about how do you prepare to do something? How do you prepare your life and where you want to go and what your intent is?
Yes.
And you don't have to be all wise and all knowing,
Right.
to know the kinds of things that you really should be doing.
Sometimes you can just be simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Sometimes you can make things too complicated,
Yeah.
which is what I did in a situation we're going to talk about a little later on in the show.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just like preparing for life. It's how did you get to do what you're doing now? It didn't just pop up, but how did you get to be a television personality?
Oh, well, goodness gracious. Wasn't expecting that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how did I, actually, I started out, I was a hairdresser. I had my beauty shop for 3 years, and so, licensed cosmetologist. And I was reading this magazine, and this well-known magazine that you all knew, and it's been about 15 years ago, and she had just came out with that magazine.
Oh.
And she had an article in there called, Are You Listening to Your Life?
Ooh.
And she had people that were in there leaving six-figure jobs to do their passion, do what they want to do. And I was I was just on the go, and I remember it was snow on the ground, and I was supposed to go with my besties. The kids and I, my family, we were all going to my besties for Thanksgiving dinner. But there's snow on the ground, so we had to stay at home. So I'm laying in my bed and I'm reading, and so are you listening to your life? And something just said, I want a talk show.
Oh.
And I didn't know the first thing. That's why I struggled so hard. I didn't know the first thing, and that's one thing about education. Whatever you get into, you better know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's that preparation.
Yes, and I just
That's
went
that
out there
preparation.
like, hey, I'm doing a talk show. I'm gonna do my own talk show. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize what all came behind it.
But you
So, learn in a hurry,
You
fast
learn.
and in a hurry. So that's how I got into the talk show business. And one thing, people were saying, girl, you always selling something. And I was selling, oh my goodness. I was talking about this with Corey Walker. You guys caught that show with Corey Walker. We were talking about entrepreneurs and everything. And I said, I done sold some of everything. Everything, incense, oils,
Yeah.
chicken plates. I done sold, ma'am, I can't even begin to tell you some of the things. Yard sales. Every time I turned around, I was having a yard sale, garage. I was living in the hood. But I was having a yard sale and sold things all the time.
In style.
Yes, I was always selling stuff. So that's one thing you better be able to do. And that is sale.
So that was part of the preparation for you to
That
do
was
the
the
work
part
that you're doing.
that is part
And I think
of
that's
it.
the biggest part of this kind of work. You have
It
to be
is.
able not only to sell the product, but you have to be able to sell yourself because you become your own brand.
Yes.
That's that preparation that you have to do.
And you have to get people excited about your product. You have to have that, and you have to like people. If you do not like people, see, you can't be a bigot, or a homophobe. You can't do that in the business. You just cannot do it. You have to like people, and I have people from all walks of life, different religions and things like that. You just cannot be biased when it comes to this type of business. If you notice, a lot of people that are successful, you don't see them bashing other people and stuff like that. You can't do that. You have to really like people. You have to be a people person to do what I do, and I love it.
Preparation. Then after the preparation comes the fertilization when we're talking
Yes.
about planting. So you got yourself, I want to do this. And this is how I need to do it. These are the things you knew. So I got to be able to sell something. So you already had those skills.
Yes.
And then you decide to fertilize what you had. And how did you do that? How did you increase from just a thought and a concept? Hear this. We're talking about you too. How did you increase from just a thought to a concept?
I got on the phone that day, and even though it was snow on the ground, there was people still at work. And I called, and I didn't know the first thing about what to ask for, how to ask. But, God just put the thoughts in, and so I was just asking questions, and so I started learning as I go. Oh, that's what that means. Because I remember, one of the ladies, she says, well, ma'am, what is your demographics? What is your demographics? I'm like, what is that? It's demographics. I don't know what demographics is. Demographics. And she says, who are you trying to reach? Who are you trying to target? What age group? What race? Who are you trying to target? So I knew then, I know what demographics mean. You know what I mean? So I really had to learn. Yes, I learned. I had to learn as I went, with this whole thing. And still have a lot to learn, in the business, because now I'm behind the scenes a lot too. And I enjoy that as well, the editing and all that kind of stuff. And that is complicated, that is very difficult. You know, it's easy for me to sit in front of this camera and run my mouth. That's nothing. You know, I do that all the time. But when you're behind the scenes, so it's education, education, education. You just got to. I mean,
Put in some new things,
you
things.
definitely have
New
to.
things into it.
Yes.
Going from putting it on the tape, on the VCR, and sending it somewhere to go up, putting it on the computer.
Yes.
Just hitting the button and goes into cyberspace. And,
Yes,
and
yes.
hits.
But I had other people doing it for me. I had other people, and I was paying them more than I was actually making myself.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
and,
true.
Yeah, I was paying them. I had other people doing it, and again, you've got to know your product. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to do your research, and you've got to get with those people just a little bit smarter than you
Yeah.
are. Okay, and so that's what happened with me. And had I had my head on straight when I first started, you know, I would have how do you tape? How do you hold a camera? How do you edit? You know, what is post-productions? And I would have took classes and things like that.
Fertilize.
Fertilize. I would have, you know,
Mhm.
that would have come first. But, you know, here I am, boom. And I remember I went to my instructor, my former instructor in college, and I told him about the talk show and everything. And, you know, he was excited for me and everything. And I remember I was on in maybe, not even a year into it. And I was like, I don't know, Mr. Sir. You know, Mr. Such and Such. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. You know, I can't sell nobody. Nobody's buying anything. You know, and everybody's telling me I need to be here and I need to be there and all this kind of stuff. And this is what he told me, and I won't ever forget it. He said, now, baby, you can't just stop. You can't stop. You've already put it out here for the people.
Yeah.
You've already told the people what
Prepare
you're doing.
the soil.
Yeah, I already prepared the soil.
You've already fertilized.
Right. You done already planted the seed.
Planted
You
the
can't.
seed.
You just can't. You know, well, just dig the seed up and throw it away. You know, you couldn't do that, and that. So I won't ever forget that. You know, I won't ever forget that. And so that's how, you know, pretty much how I got started
Yeah.
with the LBS, and it has not been easy.
So after you plant and you fertilize, what's the next thing you do?
Once you plant and you fertilize, you better be ready to reap the harvest.
Reap the harvest.
You'll
That's
have
it.
to reap the harvest then. You know, it's real. You know, yep. You can sit. You know, you're reaping the harvest. But the thing about it is, Miss BJ, you got to still plant.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right. For
yeah.
the next season.
Okay, you can sit here and you can get all of your, you know, and I'm just
Yeah.
paraphrasing now, but you can get all your tomatoes, you can get all your okra, and you know, and everything that your corn and your bell peppers and all that kind of stuff. You can go ahead and get all of that. Okay,
But you better put some seed back.
you better put something back.
Mhm.
You better put
Better
something
put some
back
seed back.
because, you know, you have got to continue to plant, and you can't just plant all tomatoes.
Yeah. Can't
You
just
can't
eat all tomatoes.
You can't eat all tomatoes.
So that means you got to have some kind of balance in your life.
Got to have balance.
Even in your garden, you got to have
Exactly.
some balance.
You've got to have balance
Yeah.
in there,
Not-
and you have to apply that to life.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going.
The only thing we can say right now is, you who have ears, let him hear.
Yes.
Don't just hear with your ear today, but hear with your spirit as well.
That's it.
About talking about
That's
this
it.
planting thing.
It's exactly. I mean, like I said, it has not been an easy task, but that's one thing I've learned. You have got to get out here. And you know what? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize, but you can't just stay one place and plant.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on
Can't
now.
do that. You can't do that. Okay, I got my little space over here. No, if you want a nice looking harvest,
Mm-hmm.
you better spread yourself out. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You know, and people ask, well, she's always here. She's everywhere. That girl's everywhere. Oh, yeah, I'm spreading myself out.
Yeah.
You know, I spread myself out all the time.
Being fruitful and multiply.
That's it.
You got to be fruitful and multiply if
That's
you're going to
it.
be a planter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you just want a little garden, little piece, that's one thing. But if you're
Right.
going to multiply, you got to spread out.
You have to.
Yeah.
And I say that to anyone that's, you know, that's wanting to, you know, they're just looking and they have the vision. They have the vision, but they're afraid to prepare the soil.
Prepare the
You got
soil.
to prepare that soil
Mhm.
first. And once you prepare that soil, believe me, and you remember the old gospel song? It's hard to stumble when you're on your knees.
Oh, go girl.
Okay, mama,
And
mama.
she's the oldest in this group. Even to remember that song.
You know, it's hard to stumble when you're on your knees, and you're
hard to
going to have to
stumble when you're on
stay
your knees.
on your knees on
Yeah.
this one. You know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, we've got to take a quick commercial break. For those who have just tuned in, you're tuning into the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. We are talking with Miss BJ today, and we're talking about planting and preparing soil and reaping the harvest. Okay, we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Show is brought to you in part by Melon Hand Fabrications. We specialize in all of your welding and fabrication needs. We build race cars, we build grills, anything dealing with metal, we can build it for you. Give us a call, 256-585-1756. Again, that number is 256-585-1756. That's Melon Hand Fabrications, located at 2908 Pike Avenue, Huntsville, Alabama, right off of Sparkman Drive. Give Derek Jamar a call, 256-585-1756 or 256-682-4512. Melon Hand Fabrications, where we're making all of your dreams come true.
Hey folks, welcome to Hartselle, Alabama, right here at Eddie Pruitt Ford, where everyone knows Price sells cars. But we also know that Price sells parts and service. Springtime is a great time to make sure that your car is in top working order, and we're going to save you more money at Eddie Pruitt Ford than you can get anywhere in the service department. Or come for tires. We've got major brands on sale, great discounts, the best prices you'll find in North Alabama. Great tire sale, great service prices. Eddie Pruitt Ford, you come see us today.
Hi, welcome to Bad News Barbecue. You need to come down here. The ribs are succulent and tasty and juicy. The pork is off the chain. The turkey is spicy. You will love it. We'll see you soon.
I'm Priscilla Kelly, and I'm the manager here at Bad News Barbecue. Not only do we have great food, but we also help different organizations with their fundraising events. We also do catering for different family reunions and also business organizations. So please come on out and let us help you with your church, your school, or local nonprofit organization, and we'll also cater your family
What do we have going on here?
I just got through cutting up some ribs that I prepared for my customers. I marinated them overnight and smoked them for about 4.5 to 5 hours.
Well, Chris, now you do fundraisers as well, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have a little program that we use that will guarantee to help whatever your organization is to earn money for you, and we also make money doing so. And it's a cost share program, but it don't cost the organization anything to do.
Okay, you work with churches, schools.
Yes, ma'am. We've done a couple of churches, and we have done a couple of events for some schools, and we're going to reach out to more people because it's a very simple program, and it can help you earn money.
Okay, and tell us where you can be reached.
I can be reached by 256-653-6893, and I'm located off of Oakwood Avenue on Gray Street. 1217 is the address.
It really doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Bad News Barbecue, where actually the sauce is not needed. They're cooked to perfection. Enjoy them a lot. You should come down and see them at 1217 Gray Street off of Oakwood Avenue.
From the islands, missing home, craving that great authentic Caribbean cuisine? Don't worry, just stop by Curry in a Hurry, located at 2420 Jordan Lane, Huntsville, Alabama, or just call 256-722-0240. Again, that number is 256-722-0240.
I've been eating at Curry in a Hurry for like a year now. They have the best jerk chicken, and I feel like they're the best priced in Huntsville.
I love Curry in a Hurry. I've been eating here about 2 years now. I love their oxtails. I love the Caribbean atmosphere. So I encourage everyone to come out and try it.
We're here at Curry in a Hurry, and we were invited here by some of our friends from church. And we are really looking forward to some really good Caribbean food. We attend Madison Mission Church, Pastor Greg Nelson.
Yep, I'm very excited about being here. This is the closest thing that we have to home from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. So I heard that the oxtail is really, really good, so I'm looking forward to it.
What's going on, Huntsville? This is Goldie, also known as Kevin. I'm actually down here supporting our local black businesses. I'm actually at Curry in a Hurry right now, about to give me something to eat. You all need to come down here, support your people. They're actually trying to do something positive. I'm actually about to give me some oxtails and some curry chicken. Y'all need to come down here and get some too. Signing out.
Of the show is brought to you in parts by Sheer Essence Multicultural Beauty Salon, specializing in hair care for today's professional woman. Give Robert Moore a call at 256-536-3681. Again, that number is 256-536-3681, or stop by 1020 Jordan Lane, Huntsville, Alabama. For the professional woman in you, allow Robert Moore to help you accentuate your beauty.
Lynette Brown Show. This be the Lynette Brown Show.
She's always ready and on time.
The Lynette Brown Show.
When you got something that's on your mind.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Well, we always keep it real.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Time winding down just a little bit, but not quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning into the LBS. And I want to remind you guys, they're having a community meeting at Turner Steers Community Center in Decatur, Alabama, every second Tuesday of the month. Okay, so if you at 7 o'clock. So if you got any issues in Morgan County, in Decatur, excuse me, if you got any issues in Decatur, please go by there at this Turner Steers Community Center, and that's at 7 p.m. every second Tuesday. Okay. All righty, and we were talking about preparing soil and reaping the harvest and all this kind of fertilizing. Fruit is underground. Got to dig.
Well, you see, you got to dig. You got to watch where the fruit's coming from.
That's right.
Now let me tell you about somebody. Somebody planted potatoes. And her father, she went to her father, somebody did, and says, nothing coming up on those potatoes. I don't see no potatoes. Potatoes, y'all. And she was determined that the potatoes was doing nothing until her father had to tell her, you need to dig down in the ground. And what was in the ground?
I was out there, y'all would have thought I was crazy. You would have thought I was crazy. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I just started my community garden 2 years ago. So I'm still learning. Again.
Still learning.
You're still learning and not knowing. I don't know what I would do that.
You just picture that.
It's a lot to the diva other than the lashes and the makeup and the hair. Okay. So anyway, I'm out there, and he said, girl, take the hoe and dig. And so that's what I did. And I was out there screaming. I was screaming, ladies and gentlemen. I said, oh, God. And those potatoes just popping up. Those red potatoes just popping up all over the place. And I was like, oh, and I called my son. Because he's kind of fascinated with the garden too. And I called Big Boy. I told baby girl, I said, go get Big Boy. Because he was helping with the tilling and all that kind of stuff. He was amazed. He was amazed because like his mom, he's very, he's very educated. He's like my little nerd. He's my geek in the family, okay? But he and I could not put that together. All I saw was the, stem where the,
all that green stuff.
Yeah. There, I said, Dad, ain't nothing on, no potatoes growing up, nothing on the vine, nothing. So here it is. So again, that is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies, now we're on that subject. I would like to encourage you guys to start out small, but it's good to have a garden.
It is.
And plant with your children, and you'd be surprised, like things like bell peppers and stuff like that. That stuff,
And for them to know that everything doesn't come from a store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can grow
this
right
stuff
there.
really comes out of the ground.
Out of the ground. And that's, bell peppers, they're what? Sometimes I saw one day, $1.59
Yeah.
One.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No. So there's a lot of little things that we can plant and save a little money. You know, and teach your kids, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, don't be texting me, okay?
Because she's looking for potatoes on the vine, up on the ground, and not in the ground. But it's also the reason why whenever you're prepared for planting and planting in your life,
right,
you got to know where to expect the harvest to come from.
There it is.
Is it on top or is it in the bottom? Because there's a lot of richness underground that you can't see. But that's why you have to dig for something.
Let me tell you something even deeper, because I planted some greens out there. And, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm, you know, chopping and going on out there. And let me tell you something. Always, you need to expect this as well. Expect that harvest to come from somewhere else that you didn't expect, because I'm on the other side of the garden. And I'm like, what is that green? What is a little patch of greens doing over there? And I planted them over here. I wonder what they're doing over there. You don't ever know. When it rains, you don't know. The seeds may have went down there. You don't know. But that came somewhere unexpected. So expect that unexpected harvest as well.
Yes. And the thing is, you were able to recognize it. I planted greens over here, but I see greens over there. And I know that that is a green.
Right.
You have to know, even if it comes in a different way, that's what you've been looking for.
That's right. That's right.
That is what you've been looking for. Because, you know, the Lord says, I give you life and I give it to you more abundantly.
Yes, ma'am.
That's when you're watching that fruit and it's over here and it's over there and it's multiplied on its own.
Yes,
to
because
give you a greater harvest.
You know, I have cantaloupe and, you know, and honeydew. And I even have watermelons, and I don't eat watermelons, but, you know, having to learn, because I'm like, okay, how do I tell if the watermelon is ripe or not? So, of course, you know, you go online, like a diva would.
Go online.
And see how see when that watermelon and when is that honeydew ready or whatever. But, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. Lord, we are out of time, Miss BJ. We have such a wonderful time when we're on this show. We really do. Hope you guys took something from that. And you know something else, I am going to give away, I've got some Popeyes. I got Popeyes. You know, Miss BJ, you know my birthday is tomorrow. And no, last year I celebrated my birthday with you guys, but I wanted to talk about something. I really wanted to talk about something with substances today. I really want to talk about something different today, and something that the people can apply. So, you know, we can party some other time on the LBS. So I didn't want to do that today. But yeah, I am going to be 2023. 2023.
I like that.
Yes,
we have 2023.
I'm a Leo. I'm the lion. Okay, you don't know? But text me right now, 256-566-5854. Tell me what you think of the show. Okay, tell me what you want to see. All right. And I may have a gift card or something for you. Or something. I do. I have gift cards for you. So text me right now, 256-566-5854. Thank you so much for tuning in to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show.
Why they took our home? Why could they have not left us alone? Why did they confiscate my hood? And why do they think everything is all good when it ain't? I think the answer lies at the bank. 85 mil for the deal? Really? Now that's more silly than Willie Boy when he caught his rabbit. I think it's more silly for me to try to break the habit. See, I'm a native son, speaking in my native tongue. I got the reputation, always repping where I'm from.